let's talk about these old sewing cabinets. They're beautiful. They're sturdy, but let's be real, most people aren't using them for sewing anymore. So instead of letting them collect dust, I love giving them a second life. And one of my favorite ways to do that is turning them into a mini liquor cabinet or cocktail station. In today's video, I'm taking this vintage sewing table and transforming it into something both functional and fun. Stick around to see how it all comes together. All right, next fun piece to work on is this old sewing table. I want to repurpose it into a little liquor cabinet, so to speak. Gonna have to do a little addition and subtraction on it, but I think it's possible. It has so much potential. It's obviously unused. It can also just be a little side table or entryway table. My initial thought is to sand everything down, remove this piece in here, lower it to at least this level. That way you could at least put in some maybe cocktail glasses, and then maybe add a piece here that you could take out and use as maybe a cutting board, or just leave it here as another solid surface to work on or to place your items. But I would love to be able to store glassware, anything you'd use for I don't know, if you're having a party or whatnot. I just think it'd be kind of cool. And then also want to add maybe a shelf down here. That way you could put your some bottles down here. That's my initial thought. First things first, disassemble, get rid of some things, and then sand it down and see where we're at. You know, things can always change, but that's the plan.
You try to burn me down, but my spirit just refined, like the phoenix from the ash. Find my strength from within. I am stronger than before. I know. Let it go. Rise, rise, rise. I'll carry you in my
Quick little side note. This dust mask has been a total game changer in the workshop. I'm honestly so glad I stumbled across it. It has 99.6% filtration technology, enlarged one-way valves, and is super easy to breathe in, even while sanding all day. It's reusable, has an anti-fog design, and fits really well thanks to the adjustable strap. Plus, swapping out the filter is a breeze. If you want to give it a try, use my code IAFT10 for 10% off at Basecamp. Highly recommend it if you spend a lot of time around dust like I do. I will add the link to the website in the description below. Now let's get back to work.
winter sleep, spring new life, summer thrive, full relief, winter sleep, spring new life, summer thrive. Rise, rise.
Pretty. Now just a little scraping. Why in the heck would you repurpose this piece? Well, I honestly think these old sewing tables make the perfect mini liquor cabinet. They're the right height, have just enough space for a few bottles and glasses, and that top that flips open, it's like a built-in surprise feature. With a little creativity, you can turn something outdated into a super chic, totally functional bar for your home. All right, all sanded. That took, give or take, a couple hours, maybe 2 total. All right, stripped it down or sanded it down, gutted it. Now it's time to build it back up. Here's the top. It will sit on here like that. And then when in use, if you want, I think it's gonna work, but I need to get some wood, maybe draw out a plan first. So that's it for a Saturday though. Productive day. I'm not gonna attach it yet because I need to work this part out. I'm not sure if I want to put some places to put some wine bottles down here. Pretty happy with it so far. I need to build a bottom. So I need to cut this. Let's do it this way. It's here. Right here. All right, I'll be right back. So I need to cut each corner to be able to fit into here. So let me see. This is my horrible math. Really don't know what I'm doing. Don't know what I'm doing. Good. I think I'm on to something. All right, we'll do the other side. Perfect. All right, I'm going to attach that bottom. And I'm asking myself, why did I not do this before I installed it? Because a lot of times I'm just working as I go, and I guess I just don't think that far ahead. So sometimes I gotta do it the hard way, and this is the hard way. I'd like to stain the wood, but I'm gonna paint the sides. So just taping everything off. By the way, this is my other mask. This is my other mask from base camp. It's a little different. It's got the strap that goes up high. Again, really comfortable. Works great. My glasses do not fog up with these guys. Use my code. When you're working with older pieces like this sewing table, you'll often find that not all the wood is the same. Over time, repairs, replacements, or even the original construction might involve multiple wood species. And when you go to stain it, that's when the differences really show up. Some areas absorb stain differently, leaving you with an uneven or mismatched look. One way I like to fix that is by using Mohawk toner. It's a tinted lacquer in a spray that helps even out the color and tone across the whole piece without covering the wood grain. It's super useful for blending different woods and giving that finish a more cohesive, professional look. And that's what I'm doing here on the legs. What do? I've got two areas that I have to figure out how to fill, and I think this is the right width. So I'm going to try to drill out a piece, see if that works. Really close. We'll take a chance. I'll have to figure that out. But let's see if it fits. Oh, it fits. A couple of these. Not sure if my idea will pan out or even how I'm going to do this, but I want to put a cutting board in here just so it sits in there. I'm not sure how to do it yet. I got to think on this. My thought is to trace out the shape. Now I figure if I trace it, it'll be a little more exact than if I were to measure. Let's do this. Now I need to figure out how to keep it upright. So I think I need to put something like a little lip. Next step, for the cutting board to stay in there, I need something for it to sit on. So I glued these together to make a little, sort of like a little step. That way piece will just rest on there, but this will kind of hug the edge. So I'm gonna paint these black, and then you know, we'll see again. This is a work in progress. We'll see how it goes. Whenever you have a stripped hole, screw hole, you can always put in some toothpicks. Here's the before. Can you see how dirty it is? Let's go clean it. We're in the home stretch, guys. After all the sanding, staining, and creative work, it's time to lock in the beauty and protect this piece for years to come. For the top coat, I'm using General Finishes Armor Seal in a satin finish. It goes on smooth, adds depth to the wood, and gives just the right amount of sheen without being too glossy. I apply it with a lint-free cloth in thin, even coats, usually 2 or 3 for a durable, professional finish. And once that's cured, it's time for one of my favorite and final steps, adding back the hardware. I gave this original brass pull a good clean and polish, and now it's ready to shine again. And there you have it. What started as a dusty old sewing table has now been totally transformed into a mini liquor cabinet. I absolutely love breathing new life into forgotten pieces like this. The flip top feature still works perfectly, and now instead of hiding a sewing machine, it's hiding cocktail glasses. Whether it's wine, whiskey, or just some sparkling water, this piece is now both beautiful and functional, and totally unique. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this project, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I've got more flips on the way, and I can't wait to show you what's next. Until then, keep creating and keep flipping.